Hi, my name is Peter Brooke. I'm the creative director of Jim Henson's Creature Shop, and today I'm going to be colouring using the Pigment app. As a kid I was into drawing and sculpting, but also I was into movies and special effects, and it combined my main interests. I was interested in art and film. When you see a film like Dark Crystal, for example, it looks like a film made by artists, so that really appealed to me, the illusions that the special effects artists created, whether it be from, say Star Wars in the 70s, or even going back to, the early days, and Ray Harryhausen and people like that. I was always fascinated by that, so just through my own research at the time, I realised this notion that there was a thing called animatronics, and you could potentially get a job, making creatures for movies. It was a long shot, but it worked out for me. Absolutely, undoubtedly, the advent of digital tools has, I should imagine it's revolutionised what we do. I mean, I remember back in the old days just doing something as simple as producing different colour options for designs, and we'd have to do it all with markers or paint. And then with the advent of stylus pens, what Wacom have done with the Cintiq monitors and so on and so forth, and the iPad Pro, it's beautiful. I think for me, I like actually touching the surface with a pencil, because it's the most like the real experience of drawing with a pencil and paper that you can get, really. Well, when I first saw Dark Crystal was when it came out in the cinemas in England. I guess I was teenage years. I was already heavily into fantasy and monsters and that kind of thing, and sculpture and so on and so forth. So when I finally saw Dark Crystal, it was amazing. It had a big effect on me. It was amazing that Jim was able to pull it off, really, to be able to create a completely convincing fantasy world with no humans. It was all just creatures. It was a big inspiration for me, yeah. Okay, what's next?